Bursting through the door, I caught them both. When a shot rang out, her lover stepped back, wounded. Her scream was cut short by a second shot. In his last desperate leap, he stumbled and flew out the window, falling into the abyss below. Be me 38-year-old Richard Hughes. Living in Minneapolis. Successful architect at major firm. Got everything I ever wanted in life. Beautiful house in suburbs. Married to Elizabeth for 10 years. Thought I had the perfect life. Standing in my driveway at 1 a.m., holding my grandfather's shotgun, sweating in the humid August air, staring at my bedroom window. World falling apart around me. Noticed changes in Elizabeth lately. Her laugh sounds different. Fake and rehearsed. Won't look me in the eyes anymore. Always making excuses. Late night meetings. Phone glued to her hand. Something's wrong. Got a call from Kevin tonight. Works at River Valley gas station. Saw Elizabeth's car at Pine Grove Motel. Says it's not the first time. Feels like someone punched me in the gut. Drove there like a madman. Found her silver BMW in the lot. Parked next to room 23. Heart pounding in my chest. Kicked the door open without thinking. Saw them together. Fired the shotgun. Hit her lover in the ass. Guy screams and jumps away. Reload fast. Shoot Elizabeth too. Room explodes into chaos. Her lover is some skinny dude, screaming and holding his backside. Elizabeth frozen on bed. Sheets wrapped around her. "You're insane," she screams, face twisted with anger and shock. "What the hell is wrong with you, Richard?" My voice comes out ice cold. "What's wrong with me? I gave you everything, Elizabeth. And this is how you repay me?" Skinny guy tries to act tough. Makes a move toward me. Racks shotgun. Watch his courage disappear. Collapses to floor like wet paper. Elizabeth tries manipulating situation. "You're overreacting," she spits. "This doesn't mean anything. Just a mistake." Laugh comes out hollow in tiny motel room. "A mistake," I say. "Meeting at motels is a mistake? Lying for months is a mistake?" Grip tightening on shotgun. Elizabeth's eyes narrow. "What about you, Richard?" "Always working. Always busy with your stupid blueprints. When's the last time you even looked at me like a woman?" Words sting like acid, but won't let her twist this. "Don't you dare put this on me." Voice comes out like gravel. "You chose this. You decided we weren't enough." Her lover groaning on floor. Pathetic heap of bad decisions. Step over him. Stand over Elizabeth. She flinches. Expect to see remorse. Fear. Regret. Something human. But no, she just sneers. "You think this makes you a man? Running in here with a shotgun like some lunatic? You're pathetic, Richard. Always have been." Rage boils over. The kind that demands destruction. Turn shotgun around. Smash butt into cheap motel mirror. Glass rains down like frozen tears. "This isn't over." Voice barely above whisper. "Not even close." Elizabeth stays silent. Defiance carved into her face. No remorse. No shame. Just Elizabeth, woman who traded 10 years for cheap thrills. Without second thought. Walk out into night. Cool air hits like slap to face. Don't feel better. Feel worse. Betrayal sits in chest like lead weight. But not done. Not by long shot. Night air cuts through skin. Hands trembling on shotgun. Knuckles white from grip. Elizabeth's voice echoes from room. Throwing insults. Lover still whimpering inside. Should walk away. Should drive home. Drink whole bottle of bourbon. Let night swallow me whole. But something dark pulls me back. Gnawing instinct won't let go. Turn around to face parking lot. Completely empty. Single street light flickering. Sounds of cicadas in distance. Stare at Elizabeth's silver BMW. Same car she promised was just for work trips. Rage building inside me. Kick bumper hard. Foot throbs from impact. Still not enough. Nothing feels like enough. Storm back into room. Elizabeth standing now. Cheap white sheet wrapped around her. Trying to look pure. What a joke. Her lover still on floor. Skinny guy with patchy beard. Groaning and holding his shot-up rear. What now, Richard? Want to play big bad husband some more? Elizabeth's voice drips with venom. Shut up. My voice comes out like gravel. You don't get to talk. Not after this. She actually laughs. Like this is some twisted sitcom. Like I'm the punchline. Oh, please. Acting like tragic hero. Like those dumb novels you read in your workshop. Jaw clenches so hard. Think teeth might shatter. Look at her lover. Trying to crawl to his jeans. His phone buzzes in pocket. That sound, that tiny vibration, makes stomach turn. Lunge forward. Grab phone before he reaches it. Unlock it, expecting to find some messages. Maybe cheap flirting or dirty selfies. What I find is worse. Messages go back months. Hundreds of them. Hotel reservations. Inside jokes. Even sent her picture of me. Fixing our kitchen sink. With laughing emoji. Blood boiling in veins. Look up at Elizabeth. Finally see her mask crack. Fear seeps through. Give me the phone, Richard. Voice suddenly soft, almost begging. No. She lunges for phone. Shove her back with forearm. She stumbles. Hits edge of bed. Gasps sharply. Is this funny to you, Elizabeth? Hold phone up. Shake it in her face. Been laughing at me for months? Making me into some joke. Point at guy on floor. While you do this behind my back, check messages on phone. His name is Andrew. Tries to speak up. Man, listen, Shut your damn mouth. Point shotgun his direction. He goes silent instantly. Face pale and sweaty. Elizabeth sits up on bed. Brushes tangled hair from face with all the arrogance of someone who's never faced consequences. She smirks at me. You think you're so righteous, Richard? Like you're some innocent little saint. Newsflash, you're boring. You're predictable. Spend more time with your blueprints and tools. More time in your stupid workshop than you ever did with me. Words hit like punches, but not as hard as her expression. She means every single word. Every syllable drips with contempt. You're unbelievable, mutter through clenched teeth, chest tight with mix of rage and heartbreak. Consider pulling trigger again, ending the circus right here, right now. But can't do it. Some last shred of humanity. Keeps finger off trigger. Turn back to Andrew instead. Get up. He hesitates. Looks at Elizabeth, like she might save him. I said, get up, bark command. He scrambles to feet, pants still around ankles. Get out of here, voice cold as ice. Take your phone. Take your dignity. What little you have left. Because if I see your face again, swear to God, Andrew, they won't find all of you. He doesn't need second invitation. Limping, clutching his buckshot-filled backside, bolts outdoor, leaves shoes behind, leaves half his clothes too. Elizabeth stays frozen, perched on edge of bed, clutching sheet around her, like wounded animal. Look at her one last time. Really look at her. Stare at Elizabeth in dim motel light. This woman shared 10 years of my life. Woman I loved completely. Woman I protected. Woman I built future with. Now she feels like complete stranger. You know what, Elizabeth? Voice comes out low and exhausted. You're not even worth the hate I feel right now. Turn and walk out. Shotgun still in hand. Reach my truck in parking lot. Dark thought hits me. Something unsettling in gut. This isn't over. Not by long shot. Deep down, no, Elizabeth isn't done either. Real storm still coming. Drive home feels endless. Only 20 minutes, but feels like forever. Knuckles still white on steering wheel. Shotgun lying across passenger seat, like silent accomplice. Night outside suffocating. Stars too dim to see. Moon half hidden behind clouds. Every mile feels heavier. Every breath harder to take. Pull into our driveway. House looms ahead. Our house, home built on decade of memories. Laughter, promises, now feels like mausoleum, filled with ghosts of dead marriage. Walk inside, shotgun still in hand, smell of lavender air freshener everywhere. Elizabeth's favorite scent. Want to rip every freshener off wall. Want to set them all on fire? Living room spotless. Not single thing out of place. Photos line every wall. Vacations, anniversaries, that camping trip in Wisconsin. Got rained out. Ended up laughing about wet marshmallows. All lies now. Every framed smile feels like slap in face. Sit down on couch. Shotgun across lap. Mind racing through everything. Every red flag ignored. Late nights at office. Sudden secrecy with phone. Faint smell of cologne when she'd come home. Claiming girls' night out. How could I be so blind? Hear front door creak open behind me. Don't turn around. Don't need to. You know her footsteps anywhere. Soft and hesitant, like walking on broken glass. Richard, Elizabeth's voice quiet, but carries that sharp edge of someone not sorry. Just caught. Don't respond. She takes few steps closer. Hear rustle of her jacket, breaking heavy silence. Are you going to sit there all night? Like some psychopath with shotgun in your lap? Turn head slightly, just enough to see her, standing in dim light, still wearing same outfit from motel. Black blouse, pencil skirt, all wrinkled now. Stained with chaos of earlier fight, makeup smeared, but expression still cold, still calculating. You came home, say it flatly, like statement of fact. Of course I came home. Where else would I go? Back to motel? Back to Andrew? Her face twitches at his name, tries to hide it. Rolls eyes instead. Oh, for God's sake, Richard. Are we really going to do this again? Slowly set shotgun on coffee table, eyes locked on hers. Do what, Elizabeth? Discuss how you've been sleeping with another man? Behind my back for God knows how long? Or you want to lecture me again? About how boring I am? She sighs dramatically, crosses arms, like I'm child having tantrum. You're so predictable, Richard. So emotional. Swear you're acting like I murdered someone. Her words hit like hammer. Audacity of this woman, unapologetic venom in her voice. Something snaps inside me. Stand up so fast, coffee table rattles. But Elizabeth doesn't flinch, stares me down like I'm the problem. You did murder something, Elizabeth. Say through gritted teeth, you murdered our marriage. Took every moment we shared, every single promise, set it all on fire. For what? Few cheap motel rooms? And guy who probably can't spell commitment, she smirks again. Same insufferable look from motel room. Oh, don't act like we were perfect, Richard. You think this happened overnight? Think I woke up one morning? Said, gee, think I'll destroy my marriage today? No. You pushed me here. With your endless projects, your silent brooding, your constant absence, even when you were right next to me, feel like been slapped across face. Are you seriously blaming me for your affair? Yes, she snaps, voice rising. Because it takes two people to ruin a marriage. You're not innocent here, Richard. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Caught red-handed, caught in most humiliating way possible. Yet here she stands, in our living room, twisting knife deeper, making me villain in her story. Then it hits me. She's not sorry, not even a little bit. Elizabeth isn't woman caught in mistake. She's woman who believes she's right. Bitter laugh escapes me. Sit back on couch, run hand through hair. You know what, Elizabeth? You're incredible. Mean it truly. Never met someone so relentlessly, so unapologetically cruel. In my entire life, Elizabeth scoffs loudly, turns away, walks toward kitchen. Oh, please, Richard, get off your high horse. You're not some tragic hero. I'm not evil queen in your little sad story. Before she can leave room, don't you dare walk away from me. Voice comes out low. Dangerous. Not this time. She freezes, back still turned to me. Sit down. Say it quietly but firmly. Slowly turns around, sits on armrest of recliner, arms still crossed, chin tilted up, defiant as ever. We're going to have conversation. Keep voice quiet. One you can't lie your way out of. One where you actually answer my questions. For first time, something flickers in her eyes. Uncertainty. She's not in control anymore. This isn't over. Not by long shot, much as Elizabeth thinks. She controls this narrative. She's dead wrong. Storm has only begun. Elizabeth perches on armrest, like vulture ready to strike. Arms crossed, eyes sharp as knives, mouth curled in that same smirk. One she wears when thinks she's winning. Silence between us, heavy, electric, like air before lightning strike. Lean back on couch, shotgun still on table. Silent referee in this ugly game. We're playing, all right, Elizabeth. Keep voice calm but firm. No more games, no more excuses. You're going to tell me everything. Start from beginning. When did it start? Elizabeth rolls eyes dramatically. Thought they might get stuck. Oh, Richard, spare me. The dramatic interrogation act. Does it even matter? You already know answer. Slam fist on coffee table. Shotgun rattles. Empty glass flies to floor. Crashes loud in quiet room. Elizabeth flinches. Mask slips for second. It matters to me. Voice comes out like growl. While I was working overtime, fixing things around this house, planning our future, you were out there. God knows where. With him, Elizabeth's lips twitch. Almost smile, but not quite. Fine. You want truth, Richard? Started 8 months ago. He was fun. Made me feel alive. And you? You were just there. Always busy. Always distracted. Always acting like you were only one. Carrying weight of this marriage. 8 months. 8 damn months. While breaking my back at work. She played house with some scrawny idiot named Andrew. In grimy motel rooms. Stomach turns. Swallow bile rising in throat. What about nights you came home late? Girls' nights you never let me ask about? Was that him too? She shrugs casually. Like discussing dinner plans. Sometimes not. Sometimes just sat in my car, wondering if I even wanted to come home to this. Those words land like sledgehammer. If I even wanted to come home to this. Chest feels crushed. Been fighting for this marriage. Pouring my soul into it while she sat in car. Deciding if I was worth drive back. Elizabeth tilts head slightly. That smirk returns to her face. You know what, Richard? Acting like you're some saint. We both know you're not perfect. How many times did I beg you? Take me somewhere nice? How many times did I sit across from you? At dinner table, while you stared at your phone? Or watched stupid videos about architecture? Clench fists so tight, nails dig into palms. She's trying to twist knife again. Make me villain in this mess. Won't let her. You could have talked to me. Could have told me you were unhappy. We could have fixed this. She barks out laugh. Sharp and humorless. Fixed it? Oh, Richard, some things aren't worth fixing. Honestly, I stopped caring about us. Long time ago. There it is. Raw, unfiltered truth. She doesn't care. Not about me. Not about us. Not about promises we made. Room falls silent again. Elizabeth sits there, chin up, daring me to break, to react. But I don't. Instead, reach for phone. What are you doing? Her voice sharp with suspicion. Calling your parents. Say it calmly. They deserve to know what their precious daughter's been up to. Elizabeth shoots up from armrest, eyes blazing with anger. You wouldn't dare. Oh, I would. Start dialing number. Because if I'm untangling this mess, not doing it in dark, everyone's going to know exactly who you are. Elizabeth lunges at me. I tries grabbing phone. Stand up quick. Shove her back with one hand. Hold phone high out of reach. You're a coward, she screams, voice breaking. Points trembling finger at me. Can't handle this like real man, so you're going to drag my family into it? You disgust me. Laugh comes out bitter, cold. Disgust you, Elizabeth? You don't even realize how pathetic you sound right now. You had everything. A home. A husband who loved you. Stability. Threw it all away. For some motel parking lot fantasy. With guy who probably can't pay his own rent. She freezes in place. Chest heaving. Tears welling up. Not guilt tears, though. Not regret tears. These are frustration tears. Angry that her game falling apart. Lower phone. Stare at her hard. This marriage is over. You understand that? There's no coming back from this. Her shoulders slump slightly. Face finally softens. For a moment, think I see regret. Real regret cross her expression, but gone an instant. Replaced by cold steel facade. She wears so well. Fine. Says it flatly. But if you think you're walking away without fight, you're dead wrong. You'll regret ever crossing me. Richard, her words hang in air, like smoke, choking last warmth from room. Elizabeth turns away, walks into shadows of hallway, disappears from view. Door slams somewhere in distance. Left alone in living room. Only flickering light for company. Shotgun still on coffee table. Phone buzzing with notifications. Can only hear her voice. Echoing in head. You'll regret ever crossing me. This isn't over. Not by long shot. Whatever storm Elizabeth planning, better be ready for it. House feels suffocating now. Silence isn't peaceful. Sharp like blade, pressed against throat. Waiting to slice. Sit back down on couch. Shotgun still staring at me. From coffee table. Phone buzzes again. Text from unknown number. You don't know what you've started. Watch your back, buddy boy. Stomach tightens hard. Has to be Andrew. Clench phone so tight. Might crack in my hand. Audacity of this guy. Threatening me in my own home. After caught him with my wife, stare at message long moment. Type response. Big words for guy who cried. When I put buckshot in his ass. Wanna settle this? Anytime, anywhere. Hit Sandy, toss phone onto couch. Pulse racing. Hands trembling. Mix of fury and exhaustion. No idea what game. Andrew and Elizabeth playing now, but know one thing. Won't let them walk over me. Sound of glass shattering. Jump to feet instantly. Noise coming from kitchen. Grab shotgun fast. Break it open. Check shells. Still loaded. Good. Creep toward kitchen. Hardwood floor creaking. Under each step, lights still on, casting sharp shadows. Across tiled floor. Window above sink smashed. Glass everywhere. Glittering on counter and floor. Like pile of jagged diamonds. Brick lying in middle of mess. Notice paper attached? Hastily written note. Black marker. You should have stayed quiet. Blood turns to ice. Scan backyard through broken window. Whoever threw brick, already gone. Cowards. Mutter under breath. Phone buzzes again. Another message. Same unknown number. That was just warning. You don't want to see what happens next. Lean against counter. Breathing heavy. Trying to steady myself. Need to think. Need to act. Before can make plan. Elizabeth's voice cuts through silence. From somewhere upstairs. Richard, she screams. Voice high-pitched. Panicked. Freeze for second. Is this another trick? Another one of her games? Richard, please. She yells again. Real fear in voice now. Sling shotgun over shoulder. Bolt upstairs. Taking 2 steps at time. Follow her voice to bedroom. Where we once shared dreams. Secrets. Quiet laughter. Kick bedroom door open. Shotgun ready to fire. Elizabeth standing by window. Clutching phone in one hand. Face pale as ghost. Eyes wide with real fear. Window open behind her. Curtains moving in breeze. What happened? Demand while scanning room. He was here, she stammers, backing away from window. Who was here? Andrew. She nods frantically. I don't know how he got in. Was on phone with my mom. Heard someone in hallway. Thought it was you. But when I turned around, he was standing right there. Richard, right there. Feel every hair on neck stand up. Hand tightening on shotgun. Press getting harder. He said, her voice shaking now, said I needed to keep mouth shut. If I didn't, he'd make sure. Neither of us walked away from this. Voice cracks on last words. For first time in long while, Elizabeth looks vulnerable. Scan room carefully. Eyes darting to open window. Could he have climbed out? Is he still nearby? This ends tonight. Say it low and firm. Elizabeth's eyes fill with tears. Richard, I'm scared. For a brief second. Almost feel bad for her. Almost remember everything suddenly. Every lie she told. Every sneer on her face. Every insult thrown at me. Spare me the theatrics. Say it coldly. Turn and walk out of bedroom, leaving her standing by window. Go downstairs, lock all doors. Turn off lights. If Andrew wants to come back, he's walking into trap. Sit in darkened living room. Shotgun balanced across knees. Sinking feeling settles in gut. Something isn't adding up. Why would Andrew threaten her? He has no reason to, unless this isn't about Elizabeth at all. Thought creeps into mind, like spider weaving web. What if Elizabeth isn't telling everything? What if something bigger at play? Glance upstairs. Faint light spilling from bedroom door. Elizabeth hiding something. Can feel it in bones. Phone buzzes again. Another message. Same unknown number. Tick-tock, buddy boy. Time's almost up. Chill runs down spine. Stare at words on screen. Whatever game Elizabeth and Andrew playing. It's escalating fast. I'm right in middle of it. Clock ticking down. Not sure if making it out alive. House feels like tomb now. Shadows stretch across walls. Distorted shapes from moonlight. Filtering through curtains. Shotgun cold and heavy in lap. Both reassuring and ominous. Phone buzzes again. Don't look this time. No, it's him. Andrew the coward. Enjoying this game. Elizabeth hasn't come downstairs. Part of me grateful. Her presence like sandpaper. An open wound. But something feels wrong. She's not type to stay quiet. Take deep breath. Let silence wrap around me. Like suffocating blanket. That's when hear it. Faint creak from upstairs. Head snaps toward staircase. Wasn't wind. Wasn't house settling. Someone or something up there. Rise from couch slowly. Shotgun in hand. Finger resting light on trigger. Heartbeat so loud in ears. Feels like echoing through room. Step by step upstairs. Wood groans beneath weight. Don't care anymore. Whoever up there already knows I'm coming. Reach landing. Pause to listen. Hallway stretches both directions. Ends at master bedroom. Elizabeth's faint light still there. Spilling from crack under door. Halfway down hall. Guest room door slightly open. Wasn't like that before. Move toward it. Shotgun raised. Push door with barrel. Creaks open. Room empty. Window closed. Curtains drawn. Nothing seems moved. But then notice it. Faint smell of cologne. Cheap. Overpowering. Unmistakably Andrews. Back out of room carefully. Eyes scanning every corner. Every shadow. Turn toward master bedroom. Freeze in place. Elizabeth standing in hallway. Face ghostly pale. Richard, she whispers. What is it? Keep voice low and steady. Her lip trembles. Points behind me. Spin around fast. Shotgun raised. Hallway empty. There was someone, she chokes out. Voice breaking. Where? Bark out question. Before she can answer. Loud crash downstairs. Unmistakable sound of glass breaking. Followed by heavy footsteps. Bolt downstairs. Elizabeth trailing behind. Clutching her phone. Living room window shattered. Glass scattered everywhere. Like ice shards across floor. Curtains billowing in night breeze. But no one there. Phone buzzes again. Another message. Nice place you got here. Shame if something happened to it. Look at Elizabeth. Her eyes wide with fear. This ends now. I'm calling police. No, she shouts. Grabs my arm. Freeze in place. What do you mean no? She looks desperate. Voice trembling. If you call police, they'll make everything worse. Andrew he's not just some random guy. Richard, he's dangerous. He has people. People? Repeat word in disbelief. What the hell you talking about? Elizabeth, what did you get us into? She opens mouth to speak. Her phone starts ringing. Screen lights up. Andrew's name. Color drains from her face. Answer it. Say through gritted teeth. She hesitates. Handshaking. Puts it on speaker. Presses green button. Elizabeth. Andrew's voice oozes through speaker. Calm and casual. Like he's not terrorizing us. In our own home. I told you not to get him involved. And yet here we are. How predictable. What do you want, Andrew? Snap at him. Pause on other end, then low chuckle. Oh, buddy boy, you still think this is about you? You poor clueless idiot. Cut the crap. Shout into phone. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Another silence. His voice drops. Chilling whisper. Ask your wife, Richard. Ask her about the money. Eyes lock onto Elizabeth. Her face frozen. Mouth slightly open. Like kid caught stealing. What money? Demand through clenched teeth. Voice shaking with anger. Andrew's laugh sharp. Grating. Oh, she didn't tell you. Typical Elizabeth. Always leaving out important details. How about I make it simple? If I don't get what's mine, by tomorrow night, neither of you will make it to sunrise. Line goes dead. Stare at Elizabeth. Hands trembling around shotgun. What money? She opens mouth. No words come out. Grab her shoulders. Shake her slightly. Tell me, damn it! What did you do? Tears spill down her cheeks. Whispers barely audible. I borrowed money from him. A lot of money. Thought I could pay it back. Before you found out. But what, Elizabeth? Growl the words. But I can't. Voice fails her. I can't pay it back. And now he's here. He's not going to stop until he gets it, or until we're dead. Let go of her. Stumble back step. Weight of confession. Hits like freight train. Everything clicks into place. The threats, the brick, smashed window. Not about affair anymore. About debt. Not just Elizabeth in danger. Both of us. Faint sound reaches ears. Tires crunching on gravel outside. Headlights cut through curtains, casting eerie shadows on wall. They're here. Whisper words. Elizabeth freezes. Hands clamped over mouth. Cock shotgun. Glance at her. Voice low and firm. Get upstairs. Lock yourself in bedroom. Don't come out until I say. Elizabeth hesitates moment. Car doors slam outside. Jolts her into action. Bolts upstairs fast. Move to front door. Shotgun ready. Not about revenge anymore. This is war. Headlights outside. Cut through darkness. Like twin blades, casting long, sharp shadows. Across living room. Crouch behind couch. Shotgun braced against shoulder. Wait in silence. Heart pounding in chest. Every beat like clock. Counting down to inevitable. Can see through window. Faint outlines. Two figures step out. Black SUV. Silhouette move confident. Unbothered by chaos. They already caused. One tall and broad-shouldered. Other shorter but stockier. Both have swagger. Men who done this before. Taller one approaches porch. Shorter figure lingers by SUV. Head on swivel. Keeping watch. They're not here to talk. Taller guy pounds on door. Richard. Voice deep, steady. Too calm for man. Who just threw brick through window. We know you're in there. Let's not make this more difficult than it needs to be. Don't answer. Tighten grip on shotgun. Finger just outside trigger guard. Come on, buddy boy. He continues. Voice mocking now. You don't want us to huff and puff and blow your little house down, do you? Shorter guy lets out raspy laugh from driveway. Feel hairs on neck stand up. These aren't amateurs. They're predators. From upstairs, hear faint shuffle. Elizabeth moving around. Pray to God she's locked in bedroom, like told her. Tall guy bangs door again. Harder this time. All right, have it your way. Hear distinct sound. Pistol being cocked. They're coming in. Lock rattles violently. Unmistakable sound. Wood splintering. Door cracks open. Swinging on broken hinges. Tall guy steps into doorway. Silhouette outlined by SUV's headlights. Rise from behind couch. Shotgun aimed at his chest. Back up. Bark command. He freezes. Both hands raised. But pistol still visible. In right hand. Whoa, easy there, cowboy, says smoothly. Let's not do anything. We'll regret. Drop the gun. Now. His lips curl into smirk. You're not gonna shoot me. You're decent guy. Family man, right? Got house mortgage. Cheating wife. Bang. Shotgun roars. Blast tears into doorframe. Inches from his head. Splinters rain down. He stumbles back onto porch, cursing loudly. Shorter guy in driveway. Pulls his weapon. Fire shot through window. Glass shatters everywhere. Shards flying across room. Dive behind couch. Heart slamming against ribs. Ears ringing from shotgun blast. Still hear their muffled shouts outside. You crazy son of a... Shorter man yells. Brief silence follows. Then more footsteps. Boots crunching on gravel. They're regrouping. Stay low. Reload shotgun fast. Hands shaking but manage. 2 shells. 2 chances. Suddenly hear movement upstairs. Elizabeth screams. Blood runs cold. Elizabeth! Shout upstairs. Men must have realized where she is. Shorter one calls out. Looks like we got ourselves. Little bonus upstairs. Without thinking. Bolt upstairs. 2 at time. Boots slamming against wood. Hear Elizabeth screaming. Behind locked bedroom door. Then gunshot. Bedroom door splinters. From impact, someone kicking it in, reached landing, just as shorter man. Shoves door open, steps inside. His back to me, pistol raised. Without hesitation, fire shotgun. Roars again. Man's body jerks violently, crumples to floor in heap. Elizabeth screams louder. Curls up in corner of room, hands overhead, protecting herself. Tall guy downstairs must have heard shot. Hear him bellowing. "You're dead, Richard." Grab dead man's pistol. Toss it to Elizabeth. "Take it. Point and shoot if you have to." She nods, face streaked with tears. Clutches weapon, trembling hands. Step back into hallway. Shotgun aimed down staircase. Tall guy halfway up. His own gun raised. Eyes blazing with fury. "You think this is over?" He roars. "Step 1 inch closer. I'll blow you apart." Shout back before either moves. Headlights flash through window. Red and blue lights. Police sirens screaming. Distance getting louder every second. Tall guy freezes. Head turns slightly toward flashing lights. Can see wheels turning. In his mind, "You called cops," he mutters. "Don't respond." Keep shotgun trained on him. He lowers weapon slowly. Step by step, backs downstairs. Sound of multiple car doors. Slamming outside. Officers shouting orders. "Hands up!" Tall guy hesitates. Head snapping between me and front door. Finally drops pistol. Raises hands. Collapse against wall. Shotgun slips from fingers. Uniformed officers flood house. Elizabeth steps into hallway. Face pale and tear-streaked. Pistol still clutched in hands. It's over. At least shooting is over. But something tells me, fallout just beginning. House now crime scene. Yellow tape across porch. Shattered glass everywhere. Scent of gunpowder. Still hanging in air. Blue and red lights. Paint walls and flickering patterns. Uniformed officers. Move in and out. Like worker ants. Elizabeth sits in corner of living room. Wrapped in scratchy. Police blanket. Mascara smeared down cheeks. Stand by kitchen counter. Stale coffee cooling in hands. Officer tried asking questions. Can't focus. Noise. Lights. Weight of shotgun's recoil. Still vibrating in bones. All too much. Detective Harris approaches. Wiry man. Sharp eyes. Voice like gravel. In tin can. Clears throat. Pulls out worn notebook. "Richard," says flatly, "you did what had to be done. From what we've gathered, these men were known enforcers. They weren't here to negotiate. If you hadn't acted, let's just say ending could have been very different." Nod at detective. Say nothing. No victory in his words. No relief. Just hollow echo of survival. "Your wife told us about the debt." Harris continues. "Andrew was running side racket. Loaning money at insane rates. Your wife got tangled up in that mess. She's lucky to be alive." Glance at Elizabeth across room. She's staring blankly at floor, clutching police blanket. Like last lifeline. "She didn't tell me." Say it softly. "Not about money. Not about him. Not about anything." Harris sighs. Closes notebook. "Some people bury secrets so deep they think they'll never surface. But they always do, Richard. They always do." Gives pat on shoulder. Walks off, leaving me alone with unbearable silence. Pressing against chest. Hours later, after cops packed up, bodies gone, sun beginning to peek over horizon. Elizabeth and I sit across from each other. Kitchen table. House still mess. Glass crunches underfoot. Air thick with unspoken words. Her eyes meet mine. Red and swollen. Something between guilt and fear. "I'm sorry, Richard," she whispers. Let out bitter laugh. I shake head slowly. Sorry doesn't cut it. You didn't just cheat on me. Didn't just lie to me. You put both our lives online because you thought you could outsmart a guy like Andrew. She flinches at his name. Hands trembling around. Now cold coffee mug. I thought I could fix it. Voice cracking. Thought I could make it all disappear before you ever found out, but everything just kept getting worse. The money, the threats, him, stomach churns. At mention of him, Andrew, man who turned home into war zone. Man she welcomed into our bed. Why, Elizabeth? Voice barely whisper. Why him? Why this? Her lip quivers. Looks away. Can't meet my eyes. I was lonely, Richard. You were always working, always distant. And he made me feel like I mattered, at least at first. But it stopped being about that. Long time ago. After the money, after the threats, it stopped being about anything. Except survival. Want to yell. Want to scream. Tell her how much destroyed, but can't. Empty inside. Hollowed out by exhaustion, anger, unbearable weight of everything we've been through. I can't do this anymore. Say it finally. Voice steady but cold. Elizabeth? Her head snaps up, tears spilling down cheeks. No, please, Richard. We can fix this. We can rebuild. I'll do anything. Please. Shake head slowly. Some things can't be fixed. Some things too broken. To ever be whole again, push back chair. Stand up, walk toward shattered window. Where first bullet tore through our lives. I'll be staying with my brother. Say without turning around. For while lawyers can sort out rest, she lets out soft sob behind me. But don't stop. Can't stop. Outside sun rising, warm orange glow. Spreading across sky, birds chirping somewhere. In distance, oblivious to chaos. That unfolded hours before. Climb into truck, grip steering wheel tight. Stare at house. My house, now hollow shell. Of everything it used to represent. Phone buzzes in passenger seat. Text from brother. Come over whenever. Doors open. Start engine. But before pulling away, allow one final glance at broken home leaving behind. No redemption in this story. No clean resolution. Just harsh, undeniable reality of betrayal, consequence, and survival as drive away. Weight of night presses down, but faint flicker of something, maybe freedom, stirs deep in chest. Not healed, not okay, but alive that will have to be enough.